Hey everyone, welcome to the Wreath Workshop. I am Ashley Greenwood with Three Little Greenwoods Creations. I'm a former kindergarten teacher turned wreath maker turned Etsy shop owner, and now I am sharing my love of creating, making wreaths, decorating for fall with all of you. So welcome and come on in. If you're watching right now, you may be watching the replay on Facebook because I take my TikToks and I repurpose them and I share them over on my Facebook page as well so that you guys can rewatch them. So if you're watching on Facebook, I'd love for you to type in hashtag replay and let me know where you're watching from. If you are here in my TikTok community, welcome everyone. I'd love for you also to let me know where you're watching from. Let me know your name. Let me know if you have decorated for fall. So this is going to be a really easy fall garland tutorial. I actually am borrowing this idea from another great wreath maker here on TikTok. I was gonna share her name, her handle with you guys, and it's kind of convoluted. So when I redo this and share these on TikTok to make some shorts out of them, I will make sure to tag her because this is really her idea. I saw that she made a fall garland to go over her kitchen windows, and I was just like, oh my gosh, I need to make that for myself. So this is just for me, and I thought you guys would love to come on in and hang out with me while I make it and be inspired too. So you can see that I have already got half of the garland made, okay? Garlands are fun, they are beautiful, they take a long time. So I wanted to go ahead and get started with this so that you guys can kind of see where I'm going, and then we're going to flip it around so that I can show you the steps that I took to make this garland. Hello from Abbeville, welcome. I see someone in Texas got some pumpkins. Hey Jen, my little sweet little South Carolina babies carved pumpkins like 2 weeks ago, and we just threw them away because here in the South it's hot, and pumpkins that are carved, they do not last long at all. So my poor children were like, what happened to our pumpkins? Mama had to chunk them in the woods so that the little squirrels and rabbits could eat them because they died. So let's get started. We're going to be making an easy fall garland for me, for my kitchen. So I'm going to take this part that I've already done. You can see that it is filled with some mesh. We have some leaves. I'm going to be adding bows and all sorts of other goodness to it. So let's start by turning it around. This is the finished half. I'm going to switch it around so that you guys can see the unfinished half. It is plugged in because I love the lights and I don't want to unplug it. So hopefully I will be able to do the spin without having to unplug it. All right, here we go. So this is what I was working on yesterday to get it ready to share with y'all. Okay, good, it worked. Yay! So here's what we're going to start with. We are going to start with a super inexpensive Christmas evergreen garland. I mean, like cheap, okay? Cheap. You can get these at Walmart. I think they're like $4 a piece. I got this one at Michael's when I was out and about a couple of days ago. It was $6. I paid full price for it. I know I should have waited or gotten a coupon, but it was $6. It was from Michael's. This is a 9-foot evergreen garland. It's super simple. It's kind of chintzy. There's not a whole lot to it, but these are great for adding to make garlands for our homes. Now, the first thing I'm going to do is, if you are working with evergreen, artificial evergreen, whether it is a garland or a Christmas tree, get yourself some gloves, okay? You're gonna need just some inexpensive gardening gloves to make sure that you are not scratching your hands as you are working. I put these on to do my Christmas tree. I put these on to do any sort of evergreen fluffing because it really does protect your hands. So put on your garden gloves. And to fluff these garlands, all I'm gonna do is just lay it out. I'm gonna start here at the end, okay? You see it's all smushed up. I'm just going to touch each and every one of these pine tines and pull it up, fluff it out. I'm gonna try to make the back flat. So I'm gonna flatten out the back on my table and then just touch each one of these pine tines. We're gonna be using the pine tines to make sure our lights stick and our leaves stick, make sure the whole thing works together. You love the idea of wearing garden gloves? Yes. Listen, after a while, my hands just got so eat up. You guys know that, you know it, right? Yeah. You wear gloves when we set up your Christmas tree every year. Yes, exactly. I think that's when I started doing it because I just got so, my hands just got so scratched up every year putting up our artificial Christmas tree. Hello, Tammy. Welcome. Tammy, did you get my email? I sent out an email letting you guys know when I was going live. If you would like to get on my email list, simply go to the link in my profile here on TikTok and you can sign up for a newsletter. You can get an easy bow tutorial, all kinds of goodness. All right, so here's what I did. See, I just spread them apart. I made it flat on the back, just so it would sit easily. Next, I'm going to add some Christmas lights. So here's what I had in my stash. They're 150 clear twinkling Christmas lights because I love twinkling lights. You just learned a tip about the garden gloves. You are so welcome. Michaela, I think your name is Michaela. Get you some lights. The lady who did this tutorial that I learned this from made me so excited to make my own. She only used 100, but I think she also had a 6-foot garland. This is a 9-foot garland because my windows are really big. Guys, if you love this tutorial and if you have friends that you think would also love to learn about wreath making or how to make a fall garland, if you would double tap the screen, that will share it with more people and I would really appreciate it. Kind of like a little tip jar. Let me put that out of the way. So here's how I'm gonna add the lights. I mean, this is the easiest part. All I'm doing is just gonna lay them down here and either twist the pine tines around them to secure them or just kind of pinch them in place. I'm not really worried about this part because you're really not gonna be able to see it. I'm just gonna take my pine tines and give them a little twist just to hold it. Guys, thanks for following. I appreciate that. So just kind of smush them in here. Not really worried about it. Remember, this is just for me. It's for my kitchen, so I'm not stressed about it. I'm not sending this to a customer and I'm not selling it on Etsy. I just wanted to make one for me to decorate with and I thought you guys might want to watch me. So after we've stretched out our garland, we've like fluffed it all out. We put in our twinkling lights. Twinkling lights are my favorite. Hello, Ladybug, welcome. The next step we're going to do is we're going to take an inexpensive leaf garland from Hobby Lobby and we're going to add it to the base. We're just filling up the base, okay? Yeah. No, wait a minute. Let's do the mesh first. Sorry. Let's do the mesh first and then we'll put the leaves on top of it. I think that's how I want to do it. You push the stuff out of the way. Now you can see that I've already done half of my garland. Garlands take a long time. So I wanted to go ahead and get half of it done so I could kind of play with it and see what I wanted to do, and then I'm going to do the rest of it with you guys. So these are 5.5 inch rolls of mesh from Hobby Lobby. I think I still have, no, I threw it away. So I have a green one. Oh, here it is. So these were $6.99 a roll, but of course they were half off. I got 2 of them. They're 5.5 inch wide, and they are 30 feet, which is 10 feet long. So that's a lot. I don't usually use a lot of mesh, but I wanted to use it on this. And the lady that gave me the inspiration, she also used mesh in her garland. Let me move it down so you guys can see what I'm gonna do. Okay. So let's start with the orange. I'm gonna take my gloves off. Hello from the Netherlands. Welcome to the Wreath Workshop. Guys, so I am a kindergarten teacher. I taught for a really long time in the classroom, and I was teaching part-time preschool when I saw this lady on Facebook making wreaths. And I have always been super crafty. And when I saw her making wreaths, I was so intrigued. And then I realized that she had a business where she made money selling wreaths online. And at that point, I was just totally hooked. So I started investigating, and the next thing I know, I got a wreath workshop. It's on Etsy. I have a wreath making business on Etsy, and here I am sharing my love with you guys. Hello, Houston and Southern California. So here's what I'm doing with the mesh. 5.5 inch mesh. I am making a zigzag pattern back and forth along the evergreen. And I don't usually use mesh that much, but I'm gonna take about this much, about 12 inches maybe, 12 to 15 inches, and I gather it up and pinch it in my hand, pull it to the other side, and I just twist a pine tine around it to hold it in place. So you can see I'm going from here to here to here. I'm going to be going back and forth all the way down the garland. So 15 inches, 12, 15 inches. Just be consistent, okay? You just want your little roller coasters to be consistent in your wreath. Pull this one over here on this side. Wait a minute. Let me problem solve. I need to put my leaf garland down first. Yeah, sorry. So let's untwist these just really quickly. And I need to put my leaf garland down first. All right, so here we go. Where did I get the lights? Walmart. Yeah, Walmart last year. Walmart last year. So here's the leaf garland. It was $13.99 at Hobby Lobby. Half off. Here's what it looks like. I know this is backwards for you guys. I tried to figure out how to fix that and I couldn't. I don't know how to do that. I know my shirt's backwards as well. Sorry. I got 2 of these. These are a 6-foot leaf garland. My evergreen garland is 9 feet, so they're going to overlap a little in the middle, which is okay. This is real simple, very basic. I'm sure that Michael's has something, probably maybe Walmart has something that you could use. Just find a garland that you like. Let me match up the end down here. Let my leaf garland hang off the end just a little bit. Not much. This garland is going to go over my kitchen sink. But think about all the places that you could put a garland like this. You could use it over your fireplace. This would look really pretty over my fireplace on my mantle. I might have to change my mind about it. So I'm just going to take the spine of the garland and use pine tines to secure it in place. Super simple. I'm just laying it on there, matching it up with the spine of the evergreen. And I'm just twisting it down. It's going to be hanging up, so I don't want it to like flop around and fall everywhere. But it's super cute. So who out there, where would you put a garland like this in your home? Where would you decorate with it? I would love to know. Can I take a picture of it when I put it over my kitchen sink? Absolutely. You know, I'm probably going to be videoing it. My poor children, they're like, Mama, why do you have to video everything? Like, for my TikTok family. I gotta share it. Oh my goodness, you got 3 of the cardinals. Ooh, the big cardinals from Walmart. Y'all, they are gorgeous. I almost bought another one, but I'm trying to save it for other people and be good. You'd love to put one around your front door. This is 9 feet, so I'm thinking it will probably go over my front door. Maybe I'll get really energetic and put it all over the house and take pictures and share it with y'all. Probably would share that on Facebook, so y'all follow me on Facebook too. Over the mantle, over your front door. So we have a TV over our mantle, but this is going to be pretty low profile, so I think it would really, really work. You have seen crafters, videos of crafters putting small wreaths in the middle of big wall mirrors. Oh, that would be pretty. This would be really pretty to put down your dining room table at Thanksgiving. As long as you maybe want to put down a runner so that your table doesn't get scratched with this evergreen. I would do that. Dining room fireplace. Ooh, you have a fireplace in your dining room. That sounds awesome. Okay, so I've got my leaf garland down. It's just tied in place. Nothing fancy. Now let's go back to the mesh where I was before I interrupted myself. Okay, so yeah, I wanted to put the mesh on after the leaves so that the mesh would be seen a little bit more. I can move the leaves around to put them where I wanted. All right, here we go. Back to the mesh. 12 to 15 inches. It doesn't really matter how long your loops are going to be. You just want to be consistent. So I'm pinching it together in my hands right here. And then I'm going to use a pine tine to secure it in place. Just quick and easy. And I'm going to pull my leaves around. Just like that. Now with the mesh, I'm going to go from one side to the other side, making a zigzag pattern all the way down the garland, okay? So let's do another one. 12, 15 inches. Pinch it together in your hands like this. Now I'm going to pull it to the other side of the wreath, of the garland, not the wreath. Excuse me. I'm going to pull it over like that. Ooh, that's a little too much. Okay. So this side, all the way down. So who out there makes wreaths with mesh? Who is a mesh wreath maker? They are beautiful, but it's not something that I have ever learned how to do. I just started making with grapevines, and I kind of stuck to what I started with. So I would love to know who out there makes mesh wreaths, because I'm having a hard time working with the mesh. Mesh is a little tricky for me. I'm going to twist this into place with my pine tines. Hello, Nashville. You never tried the mesh? Hey, Amy. They are pretty, aren't they, Amy? Ladybug says, you do it, it's very easy. I just have never learned. Yeah, these are twinkle lights. I love twinkle lights. My new favorite. Okay, I'm just working my way down. Pull this thing back up. This is a long, it's a 9-foot garland, so it's quite long. Hello, Ireland. Welcome. So glad to have you here. Okay, I'm going back and forth on either side, pulling my leaves up as I go. This is on this side. That's how you got started, Mama Bear? That's awesome. I just got started making evergreens, and I just kind of stuck with it. But I love the color and the texture of mesh. I love how it glitters. So I'm really liking using it. Jen says she knows how to make mesh wreaths, but she likes grapevines better. How come? That's just kind of tricky for me, I have to admit it. I'm just gathering it up. Hello from Idaho. I'm doing a beautiful wreath. Thank you. This is a garland. It's going to go over my kitchen windows, kitchen sink. I'll make sure to take pictures of it, because how pretty would this be to go over a kitchen sink, my mantle. I'm almost finished. Here's the end. I needed a big garland. That's why I chose the 9-foot, because it's a set of double windows over our kitchen sink. And I kind of wanted it to hang down just a little bit on each side. So what I've done is I've taken my garland. This is a 5.5 inch, taken my mesh. This is a 5.5 inch mesh from Hobby Lobby. And I've just gone back and forth, all the way down. You can kind of see that it's like this way, this way, this way, this way, all around. I'm gonna end at the bottom. Lord, where are my scissors? Here they are. End at the bottom. This is just for my home. I thought you guys might be inspired to make something fun. You make long wreaths for small businesses. Deal yours box. Oh, that sounds cool. You use skinnier mesh now in place of ribbon. Oh, well, I might have to try that, because that would be pretty. I love to make tree toppers. That loop is ginormous. Let me fix that. I love to make tree toppers for Christmas trees, and I'm thinking about experimenting with some mesh in those. I think that would be really pretty, and add some texture and some shimmer. Okay, I'm leaving it alone. Hello, upstate New York. You started with burlap, and like me, you just kind of stuck with it. Yeah, just kind of stuck with it. Okay, now we're gonna go back to the middle. And pull this all the way down. This is why it takes so long to make a garland, because it's so big and you just have to keep going back and forth. Here's another roll of mesh that I got from Hobby Lobby. It is a 5.5 inch roll. It was $6.99 at the Hobby Lobby. Pretty much everything came from Hobby Lobby. Almost. The garland came from Michael's, but listen, Walmart has an even cheaper garland than this. Amazon has a bow maker on sale. What? Amazon has the Easy Bow Maker on sale for $16. I need to let my people know that. Oh my goodness. Are the leaves a garland? Yes, the leaves are a garland. I'm gonna take this and drop it in the floor, because that's what I do. And I am just going to start zigzagging this mesh back and forth. I gather about 15 inches of garland, and then I pinch it. And then I add it to the evergreen just by twisting it around. Okay, so here we go. Prime days, oh my goodness. You think you need a Hobby Lobby in the UK? I know you do. Oh my gosh, I get emails and messages all the time from our sweet friends in the UK and other places wanting to know, where can they get all this stuff from? I need to do some investigating. Someone said Trendy Tree. If anyone is watching knows one of our US based crafting companies or websites that ships overseas, would you drop a comment? There's a company called Trendy Tree. Someone said maybe Reeds of Joy. Now I can't remember. Okay, I'm gonna pull this in on this side. Remember, this is from my house, so it's like, you know, a laid back, fun little design that you can use to put wherever you would like in your house. Reeds of Joy. Someone said that they did that. Oh, good. Okay, so check that out. Reeds of Joy. Okay. Let's pull this to this side. This is the most tedious part. Putting the mesh in. That's why I did half of it before I came on live with you guys. Because it takes a long time. I'm just pulling my leaf garland up through the mesh. So we started with an inexpensive evergreen garland. We added some lights. Next we added some net. We added the leaf garland. Now we're adding some mesh. There we go. and I'm just zigzagging the mesh back and forth across the garland. I don't think, at first I started to put the garland down on top of the leaves. I don't think that would have worked really well. It might have, but I don't think that they would have been able to nestle down in there. You're a florist and mainly make Christmas garlands. That's amazing. Hello, Kelly Rollins Ray. I'm so glad you're here. Y'all, I think Kelly finds her way to almost every live that I do, and it always makes me so happy to see friends. It is full on Christmas here in the Wreath Workshop, but I wanted to make this for myself because it's still fall here. Okay, I'm almost to the end. It actually feels like fall here in South Carolina, believe it or not. Okay. Pinching it together, pulling it to the opposite side, twisting a little bit of garland around it, and I'm going to finish it off at the bottom. So the way that I finished it off at the bottom is I kind of want to curl it in on the bottom and gather it up underneath like that, so it makes a nice little roll. And I think I'm just going to put it right on top of that one. Yes, I'm in South Carolina. You're stationed in Charleston. You were stationed in Charleston and had your babies there. That's awesome. We have some of our best friends live in Charleston. Okay, so here's what we have so far. Isn't that pretty? I am okay with seeing a little bit of the green underneath. I don't care. I think that that's totally fine. I love all the texture in it. Hello from Hartsville, welcome. Pretty, pretty. Okay, now next, I've got some bows. I wanted to show you how I made the bows. There we go. Someone said the Easy Bow Maker may not be on sale anymore. That's sad. So here is what I use. It's an Easy Bow Maker. One of my very crafty grandmothers gave me this a very long time ago. Yeah, Amy, it's usually $26. It's very sad. I am going to use this inside over my kitchen windows, over my kitchen sink. But if it was under like a covered porch, that would work. And honestly, if you're only going to have it out for 4 to 6 weeks, it would be okay outside in the sunshine. Now, the mesh is going to disintegrate a little bit. It's going to discolor a little bit, but that's just what it does. It's still really pretty. So here are the bows that I am going to make. I'm going to make a little one. Look how cute that is. Well, this is actually the bigger one. I started out making these teeny weeny ones, and I'm still going to use them. But I kind of like the bigger ones better. So let's make them. Let me show you how I make them. I just give you an idea for your Christmas garland. Listen, this idea came from this really sweet lady here on TikTok. I was scrolling, wasting time, and I She came on my feed and she had a garland a lot like this over her kitchen window, and I was immediately like, I gotta make that for myself. So I'm sharing it with you guys. I will make sure to give her all the credit when I post these on TikTok. I can't tag her here, but I will really make sure I do that when I post the finished product on TikTok, okay? It is cute with the raffia. Let me show you where I keep my raffia. I'm almost out. I keep it in a box like this. It's almost gone. I only have just a little bit left. Raffia is really messy, so you might want to keep it contained, if you know what I mean. It is going to be really pretty with lights at night. It's going to make me so happy because I cut all the lights off at night, especially in the kitchen, because the kitchen is closed. Does anybody do that for their children? If the lights are off, do not come in the kitchen looking for food, okay? So it's going to go over the kitchen window. It's going to be so pretty at night. So here are my ribbons that I'm going to be using. This is a 2.5 inch wired ribbon. This is my leaf print. I'm pretty sure this came from Craft Outlet. If you want to know where I buy all of my ribbons, where everyone can buy them, you don't have to have a business license, there's a link in my profile here on TikTok. You can go download that. I know this came from Craft Outlet. Lots of good places. Okay. This came from Sam's. Christmas. I'm sorry. Spring. But that's really pretty for fall and Christmas. So don't sleep on the Sam's ribbon. If you have a Sam's membership, go check it out. So this is going to be a really, really simple bow to make. I'm going to start with mesh. I'm going to start with the 2.5 inch. Yeah, Kelly, listen, I have bought so much ribbon, so much Christmas ribbon from Sam's, even after I said I wasn't going to. I did. So I'm going to cut this 10 inches. I'm going to cut it 10 inches, and I'm actually, here, 10-inch piece. Let's cut another 10-inch piece. I love the Easy Bow Maker because it's got measurements on it. Makes me so happy. Oh, good for you. She got the Sam's Christmas ribbon. You got all 4 sets. Yeah, you can order it online. Ladybug wants to know, do I have an old-time pottery? I did not. I don't. But I do have a Carolina pottery. I went there last week. Or this week. This week. They've got some really pretty stuff at the Carolina Pottery close to me. Carolina Pottery is a southeastern United States company, but if you have one close to you, go check it out. Really, really pretty. I'm going to cut this ribbon at 10 inches as well. 2 pieces. And then let's do 2 pieces of our orange and cream gingham as well. Guys, thank you so much for following me. I really appreciate it. Again, if you know someone that would love to learn more about wreath making, I would love it if you would double tap on the screen to share this with them. I hear it helps more people see it. Who knows? But it makes me happy to see all the hearts. They still have it on sale. Hobby Lobby does have good ribbon. They really do. Thank you guys. I love all of those hearts. It's just me and the dog in the Wreath Workshop. So I appreciate you hanging out with me. I'm dovetailing my ribbons. I don't usually do that, but I'm doing it this time. It's your personal preference. So to dovetail your ribbon, you just fold your ribbon over. So we have the inside fold and the outside edge. You cut up from the inside fold. And that makes your dovetail. Easy peasy. Guys, make sure you check out all the links that are in, check out the link that is in my TikTok profile because there's so much goodness there. There is a free bow making tutorial. There's where to shop for ribbon and supplies without a business license, because everyone always asks me that. There's the Christmas wreath workshop tutorial that you can still purchase. So much stuff. There's how to make a Christmas tree topper, which is my favorite things to make at the holidays. All right, here we go. We're gonna layer it up in my Easy Bow Maker. Here's the first length of ribbon. It is 10 inches. Someone says they love to go to Carolina Pottery. Me too. So I'm just pushing it down, face up in my Easy Bow Maker. Then I'm going to layer a green. And then I'm going to layer an orange. Now I'm going to pull these tails where I want them. I'm going to arrange them where I want them in the bow. Like that. See? I kind of evenly space them around. Hello, Mexico. Welcome. Let's do it again. I'm just going to layer them up. So start with my 2.5 inch. Pushing it down in the Easy Bow Maker. Guys, I have all of my favorite wreath making tools linked in my Amazon storefront. So you can always go check those out. I always love spying on what people use. Hello, UK. They are really pretty together, aren't they? I love this ribbon combination. So I have 2 layers of this ribbon. See? Just all layered up, no loops, just straight lengths of ribbon. This is an easy bow. Now I'm gonna make it special by putting some raffia on top. Just gonna pull some out. If you have, thought I had some loose pieces. I made some bows yesterday. Put a few more pieces on top. So here's what we have now. When am I making a Christmas tree topper? I don't know when I'm gonna make one, but I have a tutorial for you in the Etsy shop that you can go get right now to learn how to make your own. It's really simple. It's not as hard as you think. So yeah, you guys can go and get that. I'm gonna take a pipe cleaner, slide it up under all of my ribbon, and then a zip tie. Slide that all up under. Push it all down. Guys, I know I'm going fast and you probably can't see super well, but go check out that free Easy Bow Maker bow tutorial. It's super, super slow. Okay, so I've got it all gathered up. Pull my pipe cleaner to the back. Pull the buckle around. And just really, really tighten it up. There you go. Now I'm gonna just fluff it just a little bit. The zip tie should be so tight you can manhandle these ribbons pretty good. Isn't that fun? These would be really good door hanger bows. Sorry, my words left me. Isn't that so cute? It's gonna be so cute on the garland. Now we're gonna make a smaller version. So just a little baby version, okay? This only has 3 pieces of ribbon. You can do this. So 10-inch pieces again. I'm using my Easy Bow Maker to measure. Remember, this is from me. It's going in my kitchen. So I'm not like stressing out of if it's perfect. It's just really fun. You have seen bows made with scraps of ribbon. That would be fun. I try really hard not to have lots of scraps of ribbon. I try to use all of the roll. Any of my wreath makers out there like that? Like, I am determined I'm going to use this entire roll. 10 inches. So 3 10-inch pieces of ribbon. I'm just going to fold it in half. Hello, little luxuries. Welcome, guys. She's another awesome wreath maker, just like Ladybug. There's so many wreath makers down here. You use every ounce of material. Me too, girl. And if I have like just a little bit left over, it makes me sad. I try to use all of my florals that are in a bush or on a spray as well, because I don't want to have to keep little parts and pieces. You are welcome. One more. I'm doing dovetails today just because I think they look really cute on these little bitty bows. Your daughter sweeps a wire up and you panic. They are too expensive to throw away. No kidding. People do not realize how much money we put into wreaths. I mean, really, they're always, you know, some people are just kind of shocked at how much I'm charging on Etsy for my wreaths. And I'm like, you don't understand how much money is in them, right, guys? So let's put down our first 10-inch ribbon in the Easy Bow Maker. And let's do our green. And our pretty orange. Jen knows, yeah, for real. And next we're gonna add our raffia. I need to add raffia to my list. You can buy this at Hobby Lobby. I think. It's been so long since I've had to buy some because I've had this box forever. Oh my goodness, you were charging $45 for a 16-inch wreath and people were saying that was too much. That's why I really like selling on the Etsy platform, because people go to Etsy searching for high quality, well-made, unique, custom, and pricey wreaths. And that's pretty much what I make. Okay, so here we go. We put down our raffia, just like that. Gonna slide my pipe cleaner underneath. 8-inch zip tie. Put that up under everything. And then tie it down. Tighten it down. I like to use an Easy Bow Maker because I cannot hold all of this ribbon in my hand. I got my wooden bow maker. Mine came from my grandmother. You can purchase it on the Amazon. If you go through my Amazon storefront that's here on TikTok, I get a little bit of money to buy some more ribbon, so I would appreciate it if you did that. Hobby Lobby has half off days. You don't use cheap materials? Me either. I did it first. When I was first starting out, I was just trying to figure out what the heck I was doing. So, and every once in a while, I will find some really cute things at the Dollar Tree, especially at Christmas. I made a really cute owl arrangement, I think this week. And the owl came from the Dollar Tree. All right, so we've got all of our bows made. You got 20 evergreen wreaths at Walmart for $4 a piece. Is that what you're saying? That's good. Okay, let's move everything out of the way again. Move my scissors and the ribbon. Put all of this away. And let's talk about how and where I would add my bows. Y'all, that's so pretty. Oh my gosh. I love it. I love the twinkle lights too. They make me so happy. I cannot wait to hang this up in the kitchen. So, before I began to make the garland, I marked the center of the evergreen with a pipe cleaner. Here it is. See the pipe cleaner? You guys can't see it because it's all orange. I wanted to know where the center was because it will help me with my bow placement. Now you can put the bows on now, or you might want to wait to put your bows on until you hang it up. That's totally up to you. Either way is fine. So I'm going to separate all my little bows. Remember, I have the 3 ribbon bows. Put those over there. And then I have the 6 ribbon bows that just have a little bit more to them. All right, so I have 3 of the 6 ribbons. I'm going to start in the middle where that pipe cleaner is. And I'm just going to put one in here. If I can get the leaves out of the way. Just weave your pipe cleaner on the back of your bow through the evergreen and just tighten it up. I didn't want big, huge bows. I just wanted little bows with some raffia. That's it. So there's one. Now for the other 2, I'm going to put them about 2 loops from the ends. Just kind of wrapping them around in place. You can always adjust this. If you're worried about your bow placement, then just wait and add those until after you put it up. That is not a big deal. Now I'm going to use the curtain rod that's hanging above my kitchen sink. I'm going to take my curtains off and give them a wash. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to give them a wash, and then I am going to hang this probably with zip ties along the curtain rods. So I'm taking my other larger one and I'm going to put it at the other end, about 2 loops up. So this would be a super cute DIY garland to go above your kitchen sink. It would be really pretty above your front door, on your mantle, staircase. Oh, it would be so pretty on your staircase. Oh my goodness. You're doing this for Christmas? Me too. I'm doing this for Christmas. I have to do another one. Okay, so we have 4 little bows, and I'm just going to put 2 on this side and 2 on the other, okay? Just kind of space them apart. Remember, this is just laid back and fun decorating. It doesn't have to be stressful, doesn't have to be perfect. Nobody's gonna know. Just something fun that we can make for our homes. I was inspired by another TikToker. I think her name is Brooke. She has one of those accounts where it's just like a string of letters and I couldn't come up with her name. I know she makes wreaths, so I'm definitely going to tag her when I make these into a TikTok. Hello, Ohio. Welcome. We are finishing up a ginormous Fall Garland. All right, 2 more of the little ones. Isn't the raffia just the best? I love it. I should have made more bows with these. Okay, I'm just gonna space them evenly, or as evenly as I can, in the garland, and that'll be it. I'm so glad you came across this too. I love sharing wreath making tips, garlands. Everyone loves garlands, but they take a lot of product and they take a long time to make. All right, guys, I think I'm done. Let's check it out. So look, isn't that so pretty? Oh my goodness. I love the bows. I love the raffia. Oh gosh, I have one more bow left. Oh well, I'll save it for later. I love the bows. I love the raffia. I'm loving the mesh. So pretty. Oh my gosh. It looks really pretty on camera. And you really can't see the evergreen. I was a little worried about the evergreen, but you can't see it. So let me just tell you, let's go back through this one more time, okay? So we started with a super inexpensive evergreen garland. You can choose 6 foot or 9 foot. It doesn't matter, it's up to you. I chose the 9 foot because it's going over double windows above my kitchen sink. If you choose 9 foot, it's probably going to go over your front door really well. I love the plaid ribbon too, it's so pretty. After we fluffed out the garland with our garden gloves, don't forget your garden gloves, we added some twinkle lights. Any kind of lights will do. I love twinkle lights. I love twinkle lights. Next, we added the leaf garland from Hobby Lobby, 2 of them, 6 foot a piece. After that, we added 2 types of mesh, back and forth in a zigzag pattern all the way down. And then we just added some really easy bows. So I hope you have been inspired. I hope you make one of these. And if you do, tag me, tag the original poster of this wonderful idea. When I make TikToks about the tutorial, I'm going to tag her because she deserves it, because she totally inspired me to make something pretty. Will I do a Christmas one? Yeah, I would love to, because I would like one for over my kitchen sink and maybe even the front door. I've made garlands for our home for years. So I would love to do one for you guys. Thank you so much. If you have been inspired, I would love for you to, number 1, follow me here on TikTok. And number 2, get on my email list. Here's a couple of ways you can do that. You can download a free bow tutorial, super simple, easy to follow video tutorial so you can learn how to make bows. You can find out where I shop for ribbon without a resale license. I have a resale license because I'm a business, but I know a lot of you don't, and that's okay. It's just a list of where you can purchase ribbons without a resale license. You can also find out where to shop for wreath supplies that aren't just Hobby Lobby and Michael's and Joann's. And you can also sign up for my newsletter, which is Learn to Make Wreaths with Ashley. All of that is in my profile on my homepage. Just click that link. All right, everyone, I gotta go pick up children from school. Thank you so much, Terry Andrews. She says, I am a beautiful artistic person. It's the kindergarten teacher in me, y'all. It just cracks me up. Every time I go live, someone says something about my soft voice. That's because I had to talk softly to the crazy little kindergarten children to get them to listen and to do what I needed them to do. So this is my kindergarten voice, kindergarten teacher voice. All right, I'm signing off to go pick up children from school. Y'all have a wonderful afternoon. Please make sure you get on my email list. It'll tell you all kinds of goodness. And it'll let you know when I'm going live, especially if you want to see me make a Christmas one of these. It'll be so pretty. All right, everyone, have a great day. Bye.